Alright guys, welcome back to Surviving Mars.
Said, I don't remember what job it was for, but I had to jump on a Zoom for an interview, and I tried jumping on the computer, and it told me that it was a block site, and I was like, that's kind of odd. So everything I've tried going on for work, it keeps telling me it's a block site, reach out to your provider, and I'm like, I thought this was a clean computer. So me and the computer are fighting. It doesn't do what I want it to do most of the time. I don't know why it's like that. And I know that the Office program, like I said, I can't afford it right now, which is fine. But not even being able to get onto a Zoom for an interview, it said it was blocked, and I was like, are you kidding me?
Research complete.
See what we got going for research. What's this one?
And then I tried jumping into Zoom on my own, and it said Zoom was blocked as well. I'm like, how am I supposed to do it?
More colonists, sure.
And I ended up jumping on my phone like 2 seconds before it started. So me and the computer are not friends right now. But there are different tiers, like you can pay this much and get this much. My goal was, once I got a job, to, put money into it. But again, I don't have a job. And I've been able to, alter it on my computer, and he lets me alter things on the computer over there, and keep it saved over there, too, so I haven't used the computer still. I go on the computer there, and I can do my resume and print it, and I can do what I need to do. And then I usually, if I do anything over there, I'll just send it to myself and have it on my phone. But I also have, a Word program on my phone that I can do that. It just, doesn't, when I try to take it from the computer to my phone, it'll look different, and vice versa,
A colonist has died. Sector scanned.
Okay, so you can have the link from me that I just sent you, so maybe you just try putting it down online.
A colonist has died.
You're listening to Mars Official Radio with Panna Masculine, your first radio host choice with the best radio voice.
Okay, so I would say read through the job description and read them up, with a really nice cover letter and your resume so that when they look at it, it's very specific to them so that they'll take a closer look at it. Okay. Try to match up anything with the life of a breastfeeding counselor, anything on there, obviously you don't have any of the credentials, but sometimes you're eligible to get them, that you're interested in doing it, and then just reading through some of the other things, if you do know how to do any of that stuff, sometimes they're not there, you know what I mean, because you obviously have clerical experience, like you said, you breastfed yourself, it does say the 10 agency meetings,
Right.
staff meetings, which you do upper channel, because read through the description and then try to tailor as much as you can, and then include, some of that stuff into your cover letter, so that at least maybe it'll help you with a leg up on getting an interview.
Okay. I'll talk to Sam and have her help me with that too.
Yeah,
Because I don't know how to tailor it to to this specific. I can tailor it to like para, I can tailor it to office, but this is one of those things that's like kind of third base, like out there.
Yeah. And then, as far as like the training's concerned, I mean, it's definitely something that you can look into to see. I think the biggest thing would be, if you do get a credential, like outside of this specific position, like where else would you be able to use it? Like how marketable would it make you? That's things that you have to like research. And,
Well,
like,
I did look into it a little bit. Hospitals usually will keep 1 or 2 lactation consultants on shift. I could form like an alliance with a doula or a midwife. And then they also have like the board certified, which could take me wherever I wanted to go in the United States. Do I want to do that? No. That's a bit more expensive, and right now I have no plans on leaving the state. I mean, at some point I would love to go where we don't get snow.
Yeah.
But not until my kid is, out of school.
Yeah, so those are just things like, especially when you're looking at doing a training, the length of the training, where you're coming up on an extension, that's another thing that we have to factor in is like, is this something that you're able to get like really quickly and then go out and find a career that you're going to self-sufficiency. So those are all the things that they look at when they're thinking, does this make sense for this person? So, yes, incorporate that into your, also outside your job search, doing this research to figure out, like, is this going to be a good, career for you? How quickly can you get the certification? How much does it cost? How long is it going to take you? Like, kind of compile all of that information.
Well, I know I found on the site, like I said, $675. The only thing I haven't been able to figure out, because obviously the Epiphany happened right around Thanksgiving, was some of the classes that you have to take, I've already taken, and I'm curious if they'll transfer in so I don't have to take them again. Because, like, I've taken anatomy and physiology, 2 terms of it. I've taken child growth and development when I was in college. So those are just, like, off the top of my head, 2 of the classes that you need to take, and I'm wondering, because I've already taken them, if I'd still have to take them. But they did say it's all on the internet, and you work at your own pace, and then they send you the books and stuff that you need. So, I mean, I'd be willing to bet if I was to put my nose to the grindstone, I could probably complete it in a semester. I mean,
What is it through?
Give me 1 second. I have it saved on my phone for this. Kind of a long name. So, lactation education resources, does it. And it's recognized by LEAARC. So
We have a food shortage.
it's,
A
different
colonist has died.
certifications, and stuff for it. But like they have different courses that you can take. They also offer the international one. And so yeah, it's the lactation education resources that does it, and it's 52+ hour for a lactation consultant course. So it's 52+ hours of lactation specific education, including 5 hours of communication training and 2 hours of World Health Organization code education. So it's what you need. You have access to the course for a year from your data purchase. Most students finish in 3 to 4 months.
A colonist
So
has
again, I
died.
could do it with any term. I say term because I got a meeting this afternoon with my son's school to start getting into college courses next month. So I could probably finish college at the same time he would. So that is iffy. He should be graduating this spring. But they are talking about withholding a couple classes, not because he's doing badly, but just to kind of give him a little bit more time. Because otherwise he's going to be 15 and out of school. So they're talking possibly withholding it, a couple courses that he has to take next year, and giving him until he's, 16 before he graduates. So it all depends on what we can figure out as part of the meeting today. And we went and did a
Research complete.
college fair for him up at White Mountains 2 weeks ago, I think, 2 weeks ago. Had to be up in Berlin for 9 a.m. and be surrounded by all those humans. And he gets 2 free college classes a year while he's in high school. So he really wants to do culinary and environmental science. So where each course is like $1,100, I'm all for him getting a free course right now. So
Until
the
today,
school is trying to figure out how they're not leaving him in the lurch because he will be so young. I mean, he'll be 15 and out of high school completely. And he can't get a full-time job. He can't, he's not emotionally and mentally ready for being on campus. So his school is trying to work with us to try to not throw him into the deep end of the pond before he's ready.
Right.
I'm Penem, host of Mars Official Radio. We just received a letter from Magdalena, who works as a psychologist. Dear Penem, even though I like your show and your interesting talks, I sometimes find the way you express your opinions a little bit blunt. Everything can't be resolved through facts. There are other aspects to take into consideration, like emotions, innate drives, and values. However, I do like the music you play and your informative commentary. Magdalena, I understand you, but I find it hard to come up with a suitable response. I will think it over and get back to you with an answer.
A colonist
I'll
has
think
died.
better with some music.
Some of the alternatives to if you did get this specific job with Belmont Merrimack Cap, could that be something you could train, and have them pay for and go that route, and be able to work while you're training and that kind of stuff.
That would make sense, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, of course they want you to be certified, so, and then that way obviously this job's 15 hours a week, that's not gonna lead you to self-sufficiency, so it's what else, would you be able to, support yourself fully, in this career? So those are just things to think about, or is this more something that you would be doing on the side of, your main job? So that's just something to add into the research.
Right.
Especially when you're looking, the biggest thing is just finding some job openings. So, obviously there's this one, and kind of looking up, what other openings in New Hampshire do they have right now, specifically in that, because that's where you're going to work, there's not a lot of sites out, maybe a little bit close, but not very far. Just kind of getting all the information together to see, hey, does this make sense? Is this going to really help me in the long run, or can I go into the career and then get training? Is that a better option? Just kind of look at all the different paths and see what makes sense.
So if I do that this week, that's under job. Right. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Because
Applications, interviews, and following up.
Sector scan.
If you follow up with somebody and they call you and say, hey, we want to go for an interview, that's considered any contact with an employer is job search. Everything else is job readiness. So even if you're looking on the website and you go and you see a job, you read through it, and you're like, nah, that's not for me, that's job readiness. That's apply for it.
well, I've been applying. It's just a lot of places are leaving me unviewed or not viewing me at all, which is kind of nerve-wracking. It'd be really great if you would just tell me, hey, we're not interested, instead of just leaving me unviewed.
Yeah, so, you can always follow up too, be like, hey, I applied on, November 15th, just follow up on my application,
I'm actually contacting people, like researching the job and open availability up here, would that still be readiness or would that be job search?
Say that again.
So the lactation consultant, so I want to kind of just like pop into like the birthing areas in the area and talk with them and, you know, try to talk with WIC too and just see, you know, and obviously reaching out to Belknap and stuff, you know, and actually talking to people instead of trying to, you know, communicate through email. So is that job readiness or is that job searching if I'm trying to see if it's going to pan out for a job for me?
Yeah, if it's for a job, put it under job search.
Cool.
If it's more of like just kind of,
It'd be like the research to find out if this is going to be something I can sustain on.
yeah, I mean, if it's more like, say you go to Littleton Hospital and you just do some general, like, hey, I have a couple of questions about a lactation consultant, like, that's job readiness. But if you're calling, like, Belknap Merrimack who has an opening, and you're inquiring about that specific job, then just go ahead and put under job search.
Okay.
But if you're just like, hey, Littleton, I want to come up and kind of just ask you some questions, it's more of like an informational interview. I mean, honestly, in that situation, you can probably put it under either category. But if you do speak to the employer about something, for a specific job, you can put under job, you know, search. But if you're just more general questions about the occupation and not specifically about like, hey, job here at Littleton Hospital in this department with you guys, they would go under, you know, job readiness.
Okay.
But either way, I mean, just in general, like if you have a couple hours that can cross over, it's fine. If it's kind of like on the board, like on the fence, just put it under what makes sense to you. But in general, like, you know, if you're just doing some random research but not really like taking any action, it will be job readiness.
Yeah, I definitely want to delve into it,
Yeah.
because I know, like, right now, it's slow at camp. I mean, since we opened up applications November 1st, we've had 13 kids apply. And December is usually a down month. We don't get a whole lot of applicants. It'll be towards, like, March, April, then they start flooding in. So, if I can do something else to make hours, I would love to do that. I would love to pursue, you know, even if it's like a side-time job, like, I would love to look into getting my lactation, you know, consultant license and seeing where it takes me.
Yeah.
You know, I mean,
And that's something else too that you can talk to Sam about. You know, like if you think that you don't want to extend Copper Cannon, your work experience there, and maybe you want to try to get one at the WIC office or the hospital, you can also talk to Sam about that as an option. Because she's the one that can help set that up to do like some volunteering in the birthing center if they would allow that, and being able to like do some networking that way. So yeah, I mean, I would definitely talk to Sam about that. Talk to her about, you know, the Copper Cannon, and be like, and see what you guys want to do. You know, have her help you with your cover letter and resume for WIC, or the breastfeeding one.
Yep.
Is that at the WIC office?
It says I'm working with the WIC office. Yeah.
Okay, yeah. Okay, that's what I thought. So yeah, so you can talk to Sam about those things, and then what I'm going to do is I'll pinpoint the exact information for your extension, like request and the dates, like the time. We should put that in. Typically, it's the last month that you're on TANF for your 60th month. Like, we would have you fill the paperwork and then have everything approved before the end of the month. So I'm gonna assume that during our appointment in the beginning of January, we'd handle all that stuff. But I'll just review with my supervisor, make sure that our time frames are all lined up correctly. And yeah, and then we'll just check in again in a couple weeks, and then maybe at that point we can all get together at the CAP office and see what, you know, what the update is, and, you know, if you're gonna extend your lab, if you're gonna try to get a different one. Let me actually take a look and see. Actually, we're probably not going to be able to
A
meet there till
colonist has
after
died.
the new year. available on the 16th. I can meet you at the office. It's not quite 2 weeks away from now, but Sam, I don't think that's not one of the days I think that she's able to attend.
This is Mars Official Radio with Panem Public Service Esplanade. We have a soundtrack just right for the Blue
Colonist
Sunset
has
Light.
died.
So,
Well, we can do another phone call if you want.
Sure, yeah, let's do the 19th.
What time?
So I don't have anything scheduled right now, so, if I could did you like doing, like, the later morning?
Fridays doesn't matter. Ben doesn't have school on Fridays.
Okay, so let's shoot for, let's talk at 9.
Okay.
I'll call you, and, if there's any updates in the meantime, just feel free to email me, obviously, and then I'll give you the update on your extension paperwork, and you can fill me in on any job offers and all that kind of stuff, so, yeah, we'll follow up.
Funding received.
Okay. My phone ate when I'm supposed to be picking up for Ben. My phone keeps doing that. Can you tell me when I'm picking up so I can put it in my phone again? My phone keeps eating appointments. I've had to call twice now for my son's orthodox
Sector
appointment.
scan.
My phone keeps eating it. They're like, yeah, time for a new phone. I'm like, yeah. And that kind of happens when you have money, though. And I go to the office in Littleton to pick up, right?
Yeah. Let's see if they've given us a specific date yet. Okay, let's see. The delivery.
It's looking a little better.
We're supposed to deliver everything on the 16th, so, you should be able to come in like the 17th, the 18th, and 19th, like
So,
those.
the 19th, could we just change it to an in-person at the state office and I meet you there and grab all the stuff in one hit?
So I'm not going to be there on the 19th. So we can just chat and you can just go into the office and pick up the stuff.
Okay, I can do that then.
Alright, perfect. I'll let you know, so whenever they deliver it, then, you'll get a phone call and let you know that everything's good to go and you can pick it up whenever you want.
And if I don't answer, they'll leave me a detailed message?
Yeah, it'll be me calling you.
Okay.
So I'll probably email you and just say, hey, you're good to go, your stuff's at the office. When you go in, just bring your photo ID and just let them know you're there for Operation Santa, your key, and show your ID. They'll have to put everybody's name. And
Okay.
then they'll grab it. Yeah. That's how they do it.
Putting that in my phone so I don't forget. Hopefully my phone doesn't need it again.
Yeah, you should be all set for the 17th. You can pick it up.
Well, I'll just go in on the 19th after talking with you.
Sounds good.
Now to the phone.
Research complete.
Do it again. Okie dokie.
Alright. Well, good luck at your interviews this week. And yeah, let me know if anything comes from them.
Will do.
Alright, Mindy, take care.
Thank you.
Alright, you're welcome. Bye.
colonist has died.
Alright, we got a bunch of colonists coming in. Make up for the ones that are dying. How'd it go?
Okay, so we have to get to school in an hour, so an hour and a half.
Why?
They want us to come in earlier for the Swiss college thing, probably because they, I don't know. So we have a little bit more time to talk before Ben goes to school. I don't fucking know.
I'm Panna Masculine, and you're listening to Mars Official Radio, your reliable source for the music you
A
love.
colonist has died. Colonist has died. Sector scanned. Has died. Electrostatic dust storm approaching. Has died. A colonist has died. Resources are low.
This is Mars official radio with Penam Escalon. One of all the letters we received today comes from Earth, from my old astrophysics professor, Aldous Lincoln.
Funding
Dear
received.
Penam, I am delighted to hear that you're working on Mars. It must be fascinating. You will inspire your listeners to examine thrilling realms across space, time, and matter. You are always welcome to a full-time position on the faculty here if you ever return to Earth. Take care, my friend. Love always. Dear Professor Lincoln, I don't know what to say. Please roll the next song.
Meteor incoming. Has died.
I don't want your fun movies. No.
Research complete. Sector scanned. Anomaly analyzed. A colonist has died.
This is Mars Official Radio with Panamasculine. I aim to please your musical needs.
Sector scanned. Funding received.
Dumb question.
Oh, okay.
Uh-huh.
What?
So, I just got an email from the human that I have meant to do with tomorrow, just giving me a reminder. Do I have to respond to that, or can I just let it go? I should respond to that.
A reminder of your interview?
Should I respond to it, or
You can.
how do I respond to that?
I'm looking forward to discussing the opportunity, the job opportunities, or, you know.
But you think it looks better if I respond?
Well, it shows that you're responsive, you know. They're not going to have to, you know, try to get hold of you 10 times to do whatever.
I'm Panam Askelin of Mars Official Radio. Lean back, relax, and let us do the rest. Our songs are simply the best, and my hosting is too.
Do we not have a single fucking concrete extractor going? What the fuck? Why are you not connected to power?
Sector scanned. A colonist has died.
Well, fucking damn it. Oh! Right. Reds? We gotta start doing some, getting some produce here. Produced.
A colonist has died.
Why are my colonists, like, killing themselves? I don't like it.
This is the Mars Official Radio with me, Panam Askelin. Daniel has sent us a letter. I'll read it to you. Hello, Panam, and thank you so much for your show. I heard you talking about those unpredictable cravings you described. I've had similar experiences. Not with food, though. No, but I've noticed that my musical taste has transformed. On Earth, I used to listen to Bach almost exclusively. After I landed on Mars, my musical preferences have slowly gravitated towards the works of Mozart and Haydn. Now I can't stand Baroque music at all. I have no explanation to this phenomenon. Take care, Daniel. Daniel, that does sound like a similar experience. I'll have to investigate this further. In the meantime, more music.
All right, let's get a resupply.
Resources are low.
Scare the shit out of the cat. Hello? Fucking PS started making noises, auto fucking jumped and wheeled around. It's your fault.
A colonist has died. Research complete. Funding received. Sector scanned.
Thank you, baby. Thank you.
Everything's in there nice and neat. Would you like pants that don't have wiggle on them per se?
I'm just gonna put on my jeans.
Okay, I got black pants in the drive
Hmm.
that don't have the hole. Would you
Maybe.
like them?
Yeah.
I love you.
This is Mars Official Radio with Penem Askelin. Stay tuned, enjoy, take a break, and just chill. Our songs will go down like an energy pill.
All right. So, can we please
Crop failure reported.
we are killing colonists left and right here, and it's enough to really tick me off.
Pretty sure. This is what I found at your store. I couldn't keep bending down much longer, so. But I have cams over there for you.
You're fine, baby.
I even have your camos. Jammas and real camos.
You're listening to Mars Official Radio with Panna Mascarin, your first radio host choice with the best radio voice.
Alright, let's get this next dome connected. Although I don't know how I'm gonna do it. Low storage. For water.
Sector scanned. Oops.
we're doing good. My Explorer's been destroyed? Well, fuck me. We're gonna send you back to Earth because you're fully loaded.
Baby, 1:15.
Okay.
You have to be there at 1:30.
Okay.
Thought out, so I'm taking your car. Otherwise, I gotta sit and take time to clean off mine. I'm not gonna do that right now.
Okay.
I was gonna take your car, but in this instance, we'll make it work.
Let's build ourselves a polymer factory. Polymer factory. Plastics and all that good shit.
Otto, quit trying to get up in that fucking cabinet. Pretty sure there's a mouse in there. Not 100% positive. Stay the fuck out of it. Get out. I will beat you with my bra.
Alright, so we got a polymer factory up and running. We need to get a regular factory. A machine parts factory would be great. And so wouldn't a, of course, we can't build it either of those. How about we build another fuel refinery? Make it out here. Because I'd like to get back down here and get, you know, all that stuff. Ugh. All right. Is waiting for fuel. Gotcha. Departing tourists. I think we're gonna have to build another
Funding
dome.
received.
And it's kind of funny that I should say that, because we'll do it down here. There's a concrete, there's a water, and another concrete, precious metals. We flattened
Welcome
out
back.
this terrain
I'm
pretty
Panem
well.
Public Service Escalon, a nickname I got in my youth when I was a part of the Public Service Revolution. My home country used to have serious restrictions on freedom of speech. When democracy finally came, other forces took control over the broadcasting channels. I fled to America, where some compatriots and I started up an underground news network, determined to supply our homeland with neutrally reported news. It was very successful and grew into today's public service network.
Make
the
another
least corrupt
large
network
water
on Earth.
tank,
And
because
now for some music.
water was always an issue. Right now we have an issue with power, though. How about we build a fucking fusion reactor? Right down here. Alright guys, I'm going to continue this later this afternoon. If you've enjoyed the content, please like and subscribe, and let me know what you think I'm doing wrong or where we should go from here, because I see more metal, more water up this way. And I think we can make some a pretty cool colony here. If you agree, let me know. And I will talk to you in the next episode. What's that?
Nothing.
What did you say?
Nothing.
You said deuces, didn't you? Alright, deuces all.
Electrostatic dust